If you are in the market to buy a home right now, buckle up, because it might be a pretty wild ride. Month after month, we keep hearing about how low interest rates are. And low interest rates are obviously very enticing to people looking to buy a home because on the same payment, you might be able to afford more home, or you can just keep your payment a lot lower. This is why we've been seeing a lot of refinancing going on throughout the second quarter of this year. I refinanced my home. Why not take advantage of these low interest rates? Well, if you do want to take advantage and you're looking to buy a house, be prepared. It can be extremely competitive out there depending on which market that you are in. Despite everything going on right now, inventory remains extremely low. In fact, inventory was already pretty low during the recession, and it's not like inventory got that much better over the past several years. So take low inventory and add low interest rates, people getting ready to go buy homes, and so you increase demand with low supply. What happens? Well, prices start to go up if you just think about basic economics, but also you get these multiple offer situations where you're competing against 5, 10, I've heard upwards of 30 other buyers for one house. Looking at statistics, and let's just take Charleston for example, here are some great stats from Carolina One that show demand has remained incredibly high with pending contracts hitting record numbers week after week despite a global pandemic. Not only that, in June, the gap of needed inventory versus available inventory for a balanced marketplace nearly doubled. Now we can get into an explanation of a balanced market later on, but just know that the market was not balanced going into this, but doubling that gap is tremendous. So if you are a buyer, or if you're an agent who is guiding buyers, that guidance has to be very high quality right now. And even in some cases, I'm hearing about agents advising their buyers that, hey, maybe now may not be the time for you to be in the market. And that is actually probably pretty good advice depending on what your price point is or what you want to do with that particular property. I am definitely not suggesting that you should not pursue buying a home if that is definitely something that you want to do. However, having a proper guide is going to be very helpful. So if you are looking to hire a real estate agent, make sure that they conduct a full buyer interview with you. If you're an agent, conduct a full buyer interview with your buyers to make sure that everybody is on the same page. Everybody knows what's going on in the market. Show them the statistics. Don't just tell it to them. And then talk about what they're looking for. Because I've heard way too many times, well, you got to lose a few before you really get motivated to make the offer that matters on that one home. And that's just not the case. You don't have to lose out on homes that you might actually really want so that you can learn, so that you can make a better offer on the next one. If you're fully prepared, if you know going into it, hey, this is going to be competitive. I got my pre-approval. This is the house that we definitely want. I understand what it might take to get there. Might need to do an inspection before I present an offer so I know everything going on with the house. Then that is a buyer that's ready to roll. And you agents can help your buyers so much by just sitting down and having that conversation. And if you're a buyer looking to get into this marketplace, there's some information for you. Ask your agent for even more information. Hey, what kind of market are we going into? How many contracts are going in on a lot of these homes? Are there more pendings than actives? What is average days on market? What's the average sold to list price? Because in certain price ranges, we're talking 105, 110, 115% sold price to list price ratio. So I guess it's needless to say as well, for you buyers looking for a deal, really talk to your agents because depending on the marketplace, I don't think there's many deals to be had. Of course, if you're always willing to do some work and find those renovation or investor opportunities, those might be available to you. But if you're looking for that, turnkey, move-in ready, cream puff type of home, it might be pretty competitive out there for you. So there is your home buyer PSA for this period of time. Happy house hunting.